Welcome to the Kill Count, where I tally up victims in all our favorite movies. I am Magic Score Animates, the Phantom of the Kill Count set. And today we are looking at The Phantom of the Opera, released in 1925. The Phantom of the Opera will probably remain the oldest movie covered on this Kill Count, until I cover Nosferatu. Stay tuned, wink. The Phantom of the Opera is obviously about a phantom whose name is Eric. He, a troubled soul, terrorizes the opera. 'Tis the name, the Phantom of the Opera. It's a really, really beautiful musical. I suggest you watch it, but today we will not be hearing it. We will be looking at the original version, the 1925, which is silent. How many people died in the Phantom of the Opera? Well, it's my job to tell you, is it? Let's get to the killers, shall we? Our movie begins with a title card, The Phantom of the Opera. This guy right here is just in a cave. Why are you in a cave, dude? I don't know, it just seems real weird. Yeah. You gonna keep standing there, or yep, just walk away. Just walk away. Pretend like you never even saw me. Thanks, jerk. I guess it is justified as we see a shadowy man walking around. Wonder who it is. Whoever it is, he clearly has a very nice cap on. Whatever. Let's just keep this shot going. Yeah. We don't got any place to do. And yep, that random dude is just gonna just keep moving. Yep, we got time. We got like 90 minutes, don't we? Yeah. At the Opera House in Paris, 1890s, we just get a pretty cool tracking shot as we just see horses. In the inside, ooh, lavish, luxury. There's a whole bunch of people here that I'm sure will not cause a pain in the butt for me to count, you know? That would be terrible. Oh, what's this? The stage. Ooh, marvelous. And a giant chandelier. I hope it doesn't fall on anyone, right? There's a booth man, too. Now we see, 20 ballerinas or something. What are they? They're just dancing? Dancing around on stage? Fine by me, I guess. The dancing just continues for, ever. And there's not even cool opening credits. I guess it is 1925, so they have to pad the runtime out. Yeah, still gets boring. These two dudes as well, Philip and Raoul, are in attendance too. That's cool. They're with a lot of businessmen who are, talking business. As you do. The opera house owner also decides to be a swell guy and sell it over to them. Aw, that was really cool. I wonder what the catch. Maybe it's a phantom. They go over to the housekeeper, or I guess the opera keeper, and ask who occupies box 5. However, she does not know. All she knows is that it's a guy wearing a cloak, yada yada yada, you know. It's also pretty funny as they go in, there he is, leave, go back, and he's gone, leave again. Figure it out, do you want to be in there or not? The show finally finishes after, forever, and they all decide to go down to the basement where we see a shadowy man. They quickly then decide to run away, where we see this man right here. I don't know his name, but I don't care. However, eventually the rest remain and start talking what they saw. They don't know if he had a big nose or no nose at all. This dude then decides to be a little funny and just walks down the stairs where the phantom once was. Suspicious. The man leaves eventually, and they all decide, let's go talk to that Joseph dude. He's seen the phantom. He'll know what to do. They eventually make their way downtown, walking fast past this very cool big dude, and they find him cuddling a severed head. What? Nope, it's just a prop. I'm not counting it. Screw you guys. Anyways, he starts explaining what he saw. His eyes. Ghastly beads, and almost like there was no eyes at all. That's crazy, dude. he had yellow skin, He was pretty malnourished, He had no nose. Don't feed him, you get the gist. He's the freaking Phantom. He sits up there. I can show you where he was. They then decide to head to the green room where, coincidentally, it's green. This is where the Phantom was. At least that's where he saw him. But let's take it was green, so he's a crazy old man. Eventually, this mother goes into the director's office saying she was insulted by the Phantom of the Opera. The Paris Opera. Same thing. She hands them a note from the Phantom, which I'm not going to try to read. Have a nice day. Anyways, they decide, okay, you can hear Wednesday. She shall sing for you all, and you'll see. You'll all see. After waggling a little staff in their faces, she leaves. Oh. Well, looks like she will not be singing, as she's ill. So, our main character, Christine Day, will be singing. Cool. That's cool. No, I don't care. Oh, look, it's pretty crowded. Philip and Raoul are both in the audience. And, she has some secret admirer. Instead of you, Raoul, who could it be? Find out next time. Raoul, however, is in denial and saying, oh, nothing shall separate us, or something like that. I don't know. Nor do I care. But, obviously, he's a bit full of shit. After the show, Raoul goes to see Christine. Aw, they love each other. That's nice, and it's maybe not even forceful. Guess the love isn't mutual, though, as she loves the opera, and not him. So, yeah, forget about it, said some Italian dude. So, yeah, he leaves after a smooch. Ooh. And then Christine hears a voice, an angelic voice, a shadowy voice. And the angel has a god complex. Dun dun dun. They get a second letter, this time from the Phantom. Again. Whoa, that's crazy, dude. Coralletto rolls in and decides, despite being sick, she's gonna play the thing anyway. Even the producers are impressed. As they say, so far so good. With a house with a curse in it. Dun dun dun. Seems the curse is real after all, because a shadowy figure, the puppet master, seems to be pulling some strings. Uh-oh, chandelier time. The thing falls to the floor and, as we see, just crushes a whole bunch of people and tramples a person. Now, I don't know how I'm supposed to count this, so I'm just going to play nice and say 10 people died. Okay. Raoul decides then to go into Christine's room, but eventually has to hide as she comes in. She hears a creepy voice of the Phantom of the Opera and goes behind the secret door in the mirror. Ooh. However, Raoul, you are not Christine, therefore cannot enter. Sorry. She's then touched by an angel in the green light. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say angel? I mean the Phantom. In his really weird-looking mask. Looks like it's tearing off. Ugh. Nonetheless, it's a pretty cool reveal. They then go down, a really long flight of stairs and up onto a horse, which is just sitting down there. And after a pretty cool shot of them going down steps, they go to a very, very black lake. One which apparently is where his base is. He puts them on a boat and starts rowing all the way to their base, where there's a bed, everything you could need. Well, 5 cellars underground. This is also who revealed his name is Eric, or as he doesn't like being called the Phantom, so I'm just going to refer to either or now because it doesn't really matter that much. She faints from all this expedition dump, so Eric just picks her up and carries her to bed. Meanwhile, the news is saying that they have no clue where she is. Dude, she's here. She's waking up with this massive collection of slippers, and the Phantom playing the piano. However, as she tries to touch his back for some reason, he freaks out. Is she having a little temper tantrum for being touched on the back? Yes, she is. I guess it probably wasn't a good idea to also take off the thing that was covering up his ugliness, and I hope this is what she wanted, because, well, Now she's on the ground, freaked out. Now we're out in the streets of the Opera House, as it's actually pretty colored and pretty cool. Figure in red also comes out. Wonder who it is. Oh, it's Mr. Skelly Boy. Ooh, I've been dying to see a show of Mr. Skelly Boy. I mean, who doesn't love Mr. Skelly Boy? Who are all these costume forts? I want to go back to Skelly Man. Raoul and Christine then go to the roof of the Opera House to be alone to chat about things. More specifically, the terms of why they can't see each other, of how she escaped and why they can't see each other anymore. She goes on to explain how she's seen the Phantom. She's really seen him. However, I mean, anyone could have seen him. Seeing him just chilling with his red cape overlooking the opera was the statue pretty close by. I mean, that is pretty sweet, you gotta admit. They come up with a plan, so essentially, she finishes her show tomorrow, and then they flee to England. Maybe change their names, overthrow the Russian government, you know, average travel plans. Looks like this does go against the terms and conditions of the Phantom, as he says, betrayed him, as he falls to the ground, dead. Maybe, not actually. Back at the party, we see the creepy busboy just waiting for them. He tells them, however, nope, don't go that way. Go towards this really random hallway, okay? And they do it, for some reason. Now Skelly Man's back, walking down the stairs, and I mean, look at him, he's a pirate! Yeah, that is Skelly Man. So, he walks by as everyone thinks that was the Phantom's ghost. Guys, it's just Skelly Man. It's not the Phantom. Raoul, making their plans, tells this dude with a horse carriage to be there 9 p.m., which he hopefully will be. Meanwhile, before the opera starts, Christine needs to tell Raoul something that, he kinda knows. So, we're screwed. However, he makes it clear that they will leave immediately after the performance. And that, dry your tears, you need to be ready. However, I wouldn't be so sure you're ready, as, he killed this guy. And we later find out it's Joseph. So, onto the count he goes. They, for some reason, they'll think it's the Strangler. That, for some reason? Who is that? But nonetheless, they think he's the dude that killed Joseph. However, his brother, Joey's brother, obviously isn't about to let the killer go on unscathed. Well, as they say, the show must go on, as Christine is just messing with this spool thing, like spinning it. Why? Joey's brother stares at Christine as we see, oh, peekaboo, it's the Phantom. The show obviously ends early after this, so Raoul goes to Christine's room. However, the creepy busboy is waiting for him, and essentially is doing a hostage situation, saying, I can take you to her, do exactly as I tell you. Well, okay, Mr. Busboy, I'll do as you say. I guess he knows a lot more than he's letting on, as he not only knows the secret entrance, but also the secret police. Gasp. Raoul follows him as the door just shuts on its own. That makes sense. And now they're in the green room again with the mysterious gear. He also just says the Second Revolution. This is where he was confined. That don't make sense, but we're not getting into that. Yeah, they both walk around, as we also see Philip walking as well. Yeah, they have to hand their hands up because of the Strangler or the Phantom, as, he chokes. It's a matter of life or death, Raoul. Keep that hand up. They find this very secret trap door, which apparently cost Joey Man his life. Rest in peace, Joey. You're with the angels. They also find the Shadow Man. Who is the Shadow Man? He's only here to be the Shadow Man. Meanwhile, the Phantom confronts Christine about her lying and saying how he's human too, he deserves happiness. Yeah, that's cool and all, but I don't care. Meanwhile, Philip is looking around for his brother, Raoul. So the Phantom, realizing they have callers, goes into the water. Raoul calls out to Christine to say, hey, can you hear me? And it appears that Christine can, and starts running around looking for him. Meanwhile, the Phantom starts walking into the water again, and he has a snorkel and everything. Ooh. Philip, who's been looking for his brother, falls out of the boat and drowns, which kills him. Yeah. Meanwhile, the secret policeman is saying, try to find a key. try to find a door that can lead you to us. And she does find it. However, obviously it doesn't happen as the Phantom gets out of the water. Then he just comes back in impossibly dry and goes back to playing his piano. Joseph's brother starts telling the town, "Hey, I found the Phantom's hiding spot. Let's go avenge my brother and kill the Phantom." And since it's in the 1920s, they all agree to do mob stuff. Meanwhile, the Phantom, thinking he hears voices, turns on this heat fluid thing, which works. Oh, do you think you can deceive the mighty Eric? Meanwhile, an impossibly amount of people just start running through the streets, starting a mob. As Raoul and the freaking secret policeman are about to die, he finds the trap door. Ooh, that's fun. Now they won't die. You know, I personally do not like dying, so, how about we just open this trap door and let the mob in, okay? The Phantom continues rambling about how, you gotta choose me or your lover. As the mob just continues running down the stairs with that random cat that keeps showing up. More specifically, either Be My Bride or the Opera House gets blown to thousands of bits, and I can already see myself frame by framing. She thinks for a long while and goes to touch the grasshopper. It's gonna kill everyone, and even the Phantom's realizing that maybe he should have thought of something better, but she quickly nopes out and goes to touch Scorpion. Yeah, as the mob gets more and more mobby, she starts thinking and begging, do I have to choose? Meanwhile, the bros have found gunpowder. The mob walks down the stairs about to Frankenstein this entire place as Christine just keeps begging, it's clear that Eric is not going to change his mind. However, he is probably starting to realize that things aren't going the way they should be. She goes to touch the Scorpion, and she does. Dang. This also causes water to start draining. That's not good. Oh, look, there's the water, and it's flooding. It is flooding the gunpowder and everything. Uh-oh, looks like the duo are about to die. Well, this is gonna be a shame. Oh, look, it's the mob again. They're just being the mob, as Christine also realizes that the mob's here. She begs the Phantom to let the boys live, and she'll do anything he says. However, it's clear she's not quite trustworthy considering past endeavors. However, he still thinks about it before eventually just huffing and puffing and walking away and then just pulling the rug. Oh, that's a lot of mob people. He then pulls something, revealing another trap door. Oh, and there's the bros. They're alive! Oh, Christine's just so shocked. He gets Raoul out of there and the secret man, and seems to go to tend to them, but nope, he decides to go to Christine. However, it's clear she's not interested as the mob continues to rage. Yeah. He then, realizing how the mob is starting to flood, considering the thing is starting to go off, realizes that he probably can't strangle his way out of this one, He runs and, there's the water, and hides as the mob starts jumping in one by one like it's freaking Titanic. And he holds as for going back up the stairs, shutting the door too, and strikes a death pose and everything. Ooh. Meanwhile, Christine and Raoul are embracing themselves before eventually he steals Christine away, because remember, that was the deal. Meanwhile, the mob is continuing to swim through, and Raoul is starting to be a bit more annoyed, not understanding the whole deal. They just keep swimming through, how much water is there? As Raoul, feeling a bit woozy, starts stumbling, looking around, finding the bed, as the secret police dude is getting up. The entire freaking town, it seems like, is now just going up the stairs, and the curtain moved. Oh, it's an entrance. Or an exit, actually. Secret bro. And yep, they're breaking in and everything. Eventually, they all start pouring in pitchforks and torches and everything, and start flooding through the door, figuring it out. They walk around as we see the blue again. We see the Phantom and Christine both get in. And, he literally just slapped a dude to the floor. Ooh. Oh, there's the mob. He leads the horses away. Away, away. And as he smiles, Christine starts waking up. Did she seriously faint again? The mob is just rushing, dude. I feel like this is the entirety of Paris. Look at this. Yeah, he's clearly enjoying the joyride. This is clearly the first and last one he's ever had. We see more people running, you know. And eventually the horses, being horses, start to slow down. Yeah. Yep, they are seriously slowing down right here as we see them just starting to tip over the carriage. Oh, Phantom, realizing how he's kind of screwed and how Christine's just basically dead on the floor and the mob's coming, realizing he needs to run. So he does run. Run, skedaddles. It's getting a lot faster as Raoul hugs Christine, protecting her from the mob. As the mob just continues doing their thing, man. Just keep doing what we don't mind. Eventually, realizing how he's kind of screwed, the Phantom is just beaten. Yeah, like the mob just beats him to death and then dumps him into the river. Ooh. There's that. We see him go under, and yeah, he's dead. That's how the movie ends. How many people died in the Phantom of the Opera? Let's find out and get you the numbers.
Johnny Tightlips, where'd they hit you?
I ain't saying nothing.
Well, what do I tell...
13 people died in the Phantom of the Opera. A lot of kills for 1925 film. The victims were quite hard to distinguish, but from what I saw, there was 10 men and 3 women, giving us a very, very imbalanced pie chart. Jade Javelin for the coolest kill will go to the Phantom himself, Eric, a classic monster, and his death is quite believable, if you would. The gutted piranha for lamest kill will go to the people crushed in the chandelier, who was hard enough to count. No clue where they came from, but... And that is it. Phantom of the Opera was released in 1925 to pretty good acclaim. Now, obviously, the Phantom is over. On this Friday, I shall be looking at Amulet, Book 1. That, or I will be looking at Jump Around by Your Favorite Emotion. It depends on if I finish in time. Until then, I am Phantom of the Kill Count set, and this has been the Kill Count. Okay, I gotta go. I can't keep doing this voice.